Hello everybody. I have accumulated 10,000 hero fragments at one of my accounts. I want to see how many chaos and order characters we can get out of that number. And in general, let's look at the characters that we will come across and discuss them. I wonder if we'll get a fresh Dullahan with that amount. We'll do 5 summons each. The 5 are interesting because there is no food here, and one of the interesting characters is Edith, who can be collected several copies. Very weak. That's more interesting. Eris is top. Hanabi is also not bad. Sylvana is also good. You can make multiple copies to pass the faction tower. Yu Zhong is a weak character, but this is the first rare character for today. Plus you will need to spend less money on him in the cactus store to improve. Not relevant. Many people know about my love for Angela, and I'm always happy to copy her. Not relevant. It's also not very interesting. Nana can be highlighted here, as she is a very useful character worthy of a second improved copy, especially for controlling the enemy Edith in the campaign. And one more thing, okay. Very weak. The second rare character is Hell. Of course it's much more interesting than the previous character of this faction, Top. Farsa is very good. I already mentioned Hanabi. Esmeralda and Panda are relevant, not a bad drop. There's only Nathan here, and that's only in the faction tower. Not interesting. Edith is fine. Amaterasu, also a character from the store, is not very important in the current realities, but her improvement will give ancient beliefs to the eagle. Only Farsa, and so weak. Aurora is not bad. Argus is no longer relevant. Average characters who are losing their relevance. But that's great, as this is a useful character who helps well in the tower, and just like that, awakening her on random copies of her is great. The fourth rare character. And then there's Rista, a top character who enhances our damagers, making them several times stronger. You can upgrade multiple copies, excellent drop. Only Panda. Only Aurora. Although there is no food, but a very weak 5. The Oberon is already more interesting, although it can be assembled through the store, but if you don't have it yet, it's a good summon. If you do, then this copy will just lie idle. There are already 6 rare heroes. Not interesting. Not relevant. It's also not very interesting. The place is over. Continue. Eris and Selena are good characters, decent. Angela and Ruby are also not bad. Esmeralda is good, and so is Vixena to some extent. Only Selena. Aposty is the same story as with Oberon. If it's not improved, then you're lucky if you already have a maximum of stars, not very. But this is great luck. Top support, copies of which are not in stores, great. Let's summarize these summons and discuss the rare characters that we got. In total, there were 8 of them. It's up to you to decide whether it's a lot or a little. As far as I'm concerned, it's not bad. When you get characters like Hell, it's definitely luck, as she's good at PvE content, tanks well in the campaign and the Tower of Chaos. Be happy if you get her. It's also really cool if you get copies of Bai, as the character is good, but I wouldn't spend Sacred Scrolls on her, and considering that it is given to us gradually over the course of the game, such copies and events will help bring it to the awakening. Akashic is the most important character in the game, used everywhere. Guild bosses, minus, campaign, Tower, some PvP teams, great character. I don't have it completed at all on this account. In general, a very worthy hero. Unlike this guy, who only needs to gain ancient beliefs through him. Don't improve it like I have on this account, it's definitely not worthy of that. Amaterasu is also very weak, just like the previous hero. Don't look at her level on this account, I'm experimenting with such characters here. She is weak, even in the faction tower she does not show herself very well. Aposty is a good character, especially for beginners, and you can build a good team through her. But she becomes weak in the late game, she really lacks damage at high levels of the campaign. Unfortunately, I really liked her before. But it can still be used in the Tower of Chaos. The advantage of Oberon is that it improves easily through 2 stores, and it performed well at first, but the higher the opponent's combat power became, the worse it became. It's not bad in the Tower of Order, but I stopped using it completely in the campaign, even though it's Nexus at main account. And here I decided to improve the second copy of it and experiment with 2 Oberons in the Nexus. I love doing stupid things in this game. As for Rista, I have already said that it is one of the top games, along with Akashic, used in all activities of the game. You can make multiple copies to improve our top damagers. I see it's not finished on this account either. Let's make her glory gems and it will be a great end to today's summons. Even if we don't get them out of these 70, I have a lot of guarantors here. There is one, great, fewer guarantees will need to be spent. I'm saving them for new characters like you are Tokinabura, which I'm busy improving here. Speaking of Delahan, for 10,000 fragments, we didn't get a single copy of it. Rista has been completed. And it turned out funny with Delahan, I thought there would be at least one copy. I'm waiting for you in the comments and see you in the next videos.